Hello everyone and welcome to the online lecture series by Shet Vidya Mandir English High School and Junior College of Science and Commerce. Myself JAYESH RAJGOR and today we are going to study chapter number 3A Demand Analysis from 12th Standard Economics New Syllabus. You have already studied the concept of utility in the previous chapter. Utility is the basis of demand. Yes, my dear students, utility may generate a desire or a need to have a particular commodity, but utility on its own cannot generate demand for the commodity. This chapter, demand analysis, shows a clear vision about how to analyze the concept of demand. Demand analysis is concerned with consumer behavior. Yes, my dear students. In some previous videos, we also understood the meaning of demand, types of demand, and the determinants of demand. But it is essential that we understand the difference between desire and demand. In ordinary language, demand means a desire. Desire means an urge to have something. But in economics, demand means a desire which is backed by willingness and an ability to pay. My dear students, usually in your board exams, distinguish between, or we can say difference between two concepts are asked for 2 marks in board exams. Minimum 2 points are expected in board exam for 2 marks. Minimum, the meaning and point explaining difference are expected from a students. Also, a diagram, if necessary, should be drawn. My dear students, I suggest please try to frame at least 3 points to be on a safer side. Today, we will study one of the most important and frequently asked question about distinguish between desire and demand. Yes, my dear students, demand and desire are two simple concepts. In ordinary language, demand means a desire. Desire means an urge to have something. But in economics, these two terms are slightly different and explained in different manners. In economics, demand means a desire which is backed by willingness and ability to pay. For example, if a person has the desire to purchase a television set but does not have the adequate purchasing power, then it will be simply a desire and not a demand. Thus, demand is an effective desire. All desires are not demand. In short, demand is equal to desire plus willingness to purchase plus ability to pay. Let us have look at some of the important points which will help us in differentiating demand and desire. The first point is nothing but the meaning of demand and desire. Demand is a desire backed by ability to pay and willingness to buy a particular commodity. Whereas, on the other hand, a desire is a wish or an ambition to have something. Yes, a desire is a complete simple ambition to have a particular thing. It need not be backed by ability to pay, and thus all desires are not demand. Moving on to the next point. The next point is limitation. There are number of limitations affect demand. Yes, my dear students. In the previous video lectures, we studied that there are many factors which affect demand, or we can say many determinants which are crucial in understanding demand, such as price, income, taste, habits, preferences, or ability to pay. If these things are not there, demand might not get affected. But as these things prevail, these are the limitations of demand. Whereas, on the other hand, there are no limitations for a desire. Anyone can desire anything at any point of time. For example, a beggar who wants to go to the moon. See, it might not be completed or his desire might not be fulfilled, but still he can have a dream of it, he can have an ambition for it. There are no limitation for a desire. Moving further, the next point says price relation. Demand has inverse relationship with price, whereas desire does not have any relation with price And it is a psychological concept. Yes, my dear students, demand has an inverse relationship with price. As stated by Alfred Marshall as well, higher the price of the commodity, smaller is the quantity demanded, and lower the price of the commodity, larger is the quantity demanded. So, this clearly states that demand has an inverse relationship with price. Whereas, as we saw in the previous example itself, a beggar wants to go to the moon because there is no relation of desire with price. He is not thinking, he's just having an ambition, and thus it proves that desire does not have any relation with the price. Moving on to the last point. Here you can put some important examples to differentiate demand and desire. A desire to buy a Mercedes car by a rich man can be transferred into demand as he has the ability to pay and also the willingness to buy. Whereas, on the other hand, a poor man may also desire to have a Mercedes car, but it cannot be transferred into demand as he does not have the ability to pay or buy that particular product. So, in this way, my dear students, we can easily write or present distinguish between demand and desire in these following points. My dear students, as I said in the previous slide, minimum 2 points are expected in board exam for 2 marks, meaning and point explaining difference, diagram if necessary. I suggest please try to frame 3 points to be on a safer side. Here in this slide, I already explained you 4 points. You can go for any 3 out of this. In the previous video lectures, we have already done with the chapter 3a demand analysis. So stay home, stay safe, stay connected. In the next video session, we'll start with yet another interesting chapter from 12th standard economics new textbook. Till then, stay safe, stay connected. Thank you very much.